This is Phase Ed Music.
What is up, Raider Nation? Spicy Raider Girl here with Protect the Shield. Welcome to our new show, the Spicy Shield Talk on this Wind Down Wednesday. If you're watching over on Facebook, come over to YouTube to join the show because it's going to be a very interactive show. So if you want to participate in the conversation, be part of the conversation, make sure you're on YouTube because we will not see your comments over on Facebook. Remember, light that torch, hit that like button, subscribe, share, and if you want, hit that join button to become a member. Like we have a member in here already, Ana Diaz. What's good? She is a member of For Life or Raider Story. Thank you so much. What is good, Raider Kush? Thanks for joining us. Have a great show.
What's up, man?
Leo in the house, standing by. Have a great show, Guillermo.
Guillermo in the building.
Guillermo Shield Squad. What's good? Squad.
Randy, what's up, buddy?
Have a great Chris and Spicy. Have a great Chris and Spicy. I like that. That works. Let's get started. What's up, Jay Jackson? See you this weekend in Vegas. What is good? The Spicy Shield, huh? You know that's right. And Mother Moon, you know I'm in the house.
Mother Moon in the house.
Hey,
Mother Moon, I need you to be the one to start pouring my drinks. You
right? She's got
heavy-handed. I love it.
I love it too. It's funny. We'll talk about the wine we're drinking tonight on Wind Down Wednesday. But before we get to that, our drinking game alert is training camp. You know what to do every time we say training camp. So let me share with you on this Wind Down Wednesday what I'm drinking tonight. One of our beloved Fred Biletnikoff wines here. This is a Chardonnay, which is different for me. I usually drink a red, but I went with the Chardonnay tonight. And you know what I like? I mean, the label's super cool. I mean, this is minimalist. It's clean.
Yeah, it is clean. I like that. It looks
cool. It looks cool hanging in the wine rack. The back of the label's cool. It has a little history here, excuse me. And then this is like my favorite part. I don't know if you can see this, but it's got the signature, Fred Biletnikoff signature.
Nice
and then the other side, it says, you never drop a ball. You take the time to catch, which I love. Then it's got the shield with the 25 on it.
That's fire. Shout out to Freddie B.
I know, right? What you sipping on?
So I was inspired from yesterday. You know, I got a little bit of California port myself in my steamless glass.
I like it.
So, you know, I'm just going to enjoy this. It's a nice little nightcap for me because it's, 10 o'clock over here. So
right.
This, I'm going to go right to bed. So, but I'm excited.
That'll be perfect.
Any reason to drink wine in the middle of the week, I'm with it.
Right? That's why it's Wind Down Wednesday. Get your wine out. And you over the hump to everybody. Raider Travis, also a member, longtime supporter of our show. Good evening, everyone. Share. And if you're a supporter of For Life or Raider Story, please subscribe to Protect the Shield and vice versa. We appreciate you.
Port, what's up, buddy?
Salute. Oh, Mother Moons, she's on it. And in the comments, this is going to be very interactive. We're just getting going here. But we're going to be talking about training camp. And if you have topics that you want to...
Hold on, wait. What'd you say?
I said training camp.
There it is.
If you have topics that you want to discuss, we're going to be having callers. Put it in the chat line. We'll definitely address everyone's hot topics, if you will. Need to bring some wine back from Vegas. Yes, you do. Nice bottle, Freddie B. You know that's right.
Hey, you know what? Another thing I want to bring up. Charles Woodson just got named the official whiskey for Allegiant Stadium. That's sweet. Shout out to the GOAT.
Congratulations to Charles Woodson. And I would just like to say I'm grateful. We're grateful here at For Life or Raider Story to be part of the team as a brand ambassador. So awesome. Congratulations to him. Raider Travis, thank you so much for the super chat. He says $5. We appreciate you. Anything helps to support the channel. So we appreciate that. He's been a long-time supporter since day one. Leo says, I don't do wine, but Woodson Whiskey Wednesday. We
Sounds
like that
good,
too.
man. That
We
sounds
like that.
good.
We gonna switch it up sometimes. We definitely gonna have some Woodson Whiskey Wednesdays. That's for sure.
But Leo, if you call off work tomorrow or late, don't blame it on us. Don't say
Nope.
we're the reason why you miss work. So I'm just letting you know.
We are not liable. We are not liable for any of shenanigans that go on the other side of this.
For sure.
So yeah, well we get some topics here in the chat line of what people want to talk about. Why don't we play a couple fun games? Let's see here. We are going to start with,
who would you start, bench, or cut?
Who would you start, bench, or cut? And if you want to call in, I'm going to give you the options here in a minute. If you want to call in to plead your case, the number is on the screen, 510-394-4409. Or, of course, you can just leave your response in the chat there. So we are going to start. We're going to start with coaches. Would you start, bench, or cut? We've got Gruden, Del Rio, and Mr. Art Shell. What you think? Well, who you going with? We'll start with us, and then we'll go into the comments here.
See, this is tough because Art Shell, the first time was good, but that second tenure of Art Shell, oh man. So I want to act like that never happened. So I would say I have to start. I got to start Gruden.
Okay.
I know the chat's gonna kill me, but I'm benching Art Shell and I'm cutting Del Rio.
Woo!
I know, man. Yeah. What about you? Who you got?
All right. We're totally, I think, on an opposite ends of the spectrum. Like you said, if there's a caveat on it and we can just count Shell's first run. Yeah. I'm starting Shell. I'm benching Del Rio and I'm cutting Gruden.
Oh.
Right?
So you don't even care about Gruden's first time around.
Who?
You're just like Gruden. You're like, whatever.
I don't know. I never kind of bought into it. And then that's a tough one, too. This is a tough one, I think.
It is.
Randy says, start Shell, bench Del Rio, cut Gruden's ass.
I'm not mad at it. But it's so hard to, like, cut Gruden just because them early 90s teams, man, he had us almost there. True.
True.
I don't know. It's hard.
Okay. If we're gonna give the asterisk, if you will, to Art Shell,
right?
Give the asterisk to Gruden,
right? Because both of them was terrible the second time around, but not as good one. Let's see what Joel Gasca said. Start Del Rio, bench Gruden, cut Shell. Ooh.
All right. It's kind of all over the board here.
I don't know. I really didn't like Del Rio that much. Me personally.
No,
I wasn't a big.
know. I wanted to like him. I always go back to this. When he doesn't know what was wrong with the team, I couldn't stand every time he said, "What do you think the problem is?" Mojo. Yeah, to me, that got under my skin. Like, no, fix it.
Yeah. And my thing,
go ahead.
I hate the fact that he was like a linebacker for his whole career and he never went out and got any linebackers while he was a coach. Like, man, you should be a defensive specialist. Like, you should have our defense together. We sucked.
We'll get to this topic here. We have some topic here, but he says, start Shell, bench Gruden, cut Del Rio. The thing is, it's like the Raiders have been so up and down for so long. It's like it's really kind of a coin toss at this point, right?
It really is.
Mother Moon says, start Shell, cut Del Rio, bench Gruden. Yeah, Mother Moon's a real fan of Del Rio.
Oh, really?
No.
All right, let's go. Better than Gruden, though.
How would you feel if we cut Jimmy, got the $24 million back, roll with O'Connell QB1, Garbers QB2, Hoyer QB3, doesn't count towards 53-man roster, and we use the 20 mil to trade for a linebacker like Patrick Queen. I'm not mad at it, actually.
Only thing is, I just don't know how it would go for the morale of the team. Because from everything I'm hearing, Jimmy seems to be a good leader. He seemed to be well liked.
I think you're being too logical, though. I think this is just
I am. What if? yeah, I am. So I got to get out of that. So I mean, in theory, it sounds okay,
right?
You know, in theory, but I don't know. I'm sticking with Jimmy. I'm sticking with porn star Jim, man. I don't care what y'all think. Porn star Jim in the house.
No, I agree. I stick with him too. However, you know, I don't mind this because I think we all could agree that Garoppolo is kind of a bridge quarterback, a segue quarterback, if you will. And to be honest, I don't think the Raiders are gonna really have a huge shot at the playoffs anyway, whether it's Jimmy G or O'Connell. So, you know, I don't think it's gonna matter, unfortunately. So that's why I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I mean, getting 24 million back sounds pretty good right now, but some of that has to go to JJ. I don't care what y'all say in the chat.
Yep, I agree.
Some of it got to go to JJ.
Yep.
Oh, Raider Travis, I like how he's
start spicy. Okay, I'm down.
Start spicy. Spicy starts. Wait, does that mean I get cut, Travis? I get cut. Damn, that's okay. I'll get cut.
This is Travis every year. 17-0.
I love it.
All right, let's see what we got next here. All right.
But that was a good one. That was definitely a tough one.
I agree. So now we have and I know people have favorites here, like legit favorites. So start, bench, cut Marcus Allen, Josh Jacobs, Bo Jackson.
I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this game no more. I don't want to play this game no more. You got to go first on this one.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay. So again, these I guess
there's asterisks.
Do I get asterisks with everything? Because
you got to have asterisks with Bo.
With Bo, exactly. Like if Bo didn't go down, he would be the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Potentially. He had the potential to be the greatest ever. So I'm gonna go.
So are we putting the asterisk that he stayed healthy?
You put the asterisk that he stayed healthy.
Okay, then that makes it a little easier for me.
Oh, I don't even want to say it because it might come true this year.
I know.
Okay, let's go to the chat. I'm throwing an audible here. Start Bo, bench Allen, cut Josh.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I was leaning. I just didn't want to actually say it out loud because I really want them to sign Josh Jacobs this year.
Right.
Start Bo, bench Allen, cut Jacobs. Okay, this one's okay, and another one. So this is kind of universal. Bo, Allen, Jacobs again. Oh, same. Bo, Allen,
Jay Jackson.
Jacobs.
See, Jay Jackson, that's where I thought some people would go. But I think with that he's probably thinking that Bo gets hurt. I don't know about a healthy Bo. I don't think you can cut a healthy Bo no matter what. But I think that Bo and Marcus Allen is kind of interchangeable.
Yeah. Yeah. So most people say the combo here. Oh, here we go. Start Jacobs, bench Bo, cut Allen. Wow, cutting Allen. Oi.
Woo. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Right?
Oh, my boy.
All right. So what did you end up on?
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta start Bo because he's the reason I really became, a Raider fan. Loved Bo. And then I gotta bench Allen. As much as I love JJ, I gotta can his ass. But shout out to JJ. I just want to make sure I'm on record. I love JJ. As you guys know, I love JJ.
Not this season.
Oh man.
And this I don't like. If this is true, Allen always got offended when someone referred to him as an ex-Oakland Raider.
Really? Wow. You know what? I heard stories that he's not. I heard a lot of the.
I heard a lot of stories too.
Yeah, but I heard he was something else.
All right, I like this compromise here. Joel says Marcus played fullback for Bo, so they can play together. There you go. Then we got JJ as the reserve.
Yeah, there we go. So everybody's good. No one's getting cut.
No, everyone's safe. Everyone's safe. All right, we got one more here for you, and then we are going to go into some training camp talk. And training camp, the drinking word of the night. This one might be the most controversial, I think, of the three tonight.
Not for me.
So we are on to quarterbacks.
Dun 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 dun. This is gonna be interesting. I want to see what the chat says.
I know, right? So who would you start, bench, cut? Chat line, where you at?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Do you know yours off top, Spice?
I certainly know who I'm cutting. The other two, the other two might be a little bit more tricky. But yeah, I think I know. Rick says start Stabler, bench Gannon, cut Carr. Joseph Stabler, start Stabler, bench Carr, cut Gannon.
Ooh.
Let's see, we got start the snake, bench Gannon, cut Carr. Sorry, yes. Stabler, Gannon, Carr who? Okay, maybe it wasn't going to be as controversial as I thought it was going to be.
I know.
Start Stabler, cut Gannon, bench Carr. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Leo. This is mine. This is mine also.
See,
I could potentially swap Stabler and Gannon, but oh no, I read that wrong. No. Sorry, not with you. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Oh yeah, okay. I read it wrong too.
No, I read that wrong.
Yeah, he switched the order on us.
Yeah, he did. He switched the order, so I got a little bit confused there.
Oh man.
Squid says start Snake, bench DC before his injury, cut Gannon. Oh, another asterisk. We got another asterisk.
Got another asterisk. Okay. Oh man. I just start
Stabler, bench Gannon, cut Carr. Okay, that's where I was at.
The chat's gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm starting Gannon. I really liked Rich Gannon. I know Stabler got the numbers and did his thing, but I'm starting Gannon. I am benching Stabler, and I'm cutting that other fella.
All right, fair enough.
I think maybe I'm not really old enough to really appreciate Stabler like some of the other people.
Well, I mean, I actually never saw him play either.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
I mean, like really, not in real life,
Yeah, but like seeing Gannon, I just love watching him just orchestrate that offense and getting people's ass when they're not like yelling back and forth and Gruden. I just love that stuff, man. So I got a little spot in my heart for Gannon, but he took a crap on Super Bowl Sunday though, but it wasn't all his fault.
But Stabler won.
I know.
Super Bowl.
I know. That's why it sounds so crazy.
Bowl.
I know. That's why it sounds so crazy. I know. None
of these other guys don't have that.
I know. That's why it's hard, man. That's why it's hard. That's why I know it sounds crazy, but just from a visual, I just love watching Gannon. But I'm sure if I was old enough to watch Stabler, I probably would have been, I would have been hyped seeing him on the sideline smoking the square, just chilling.
So let's see what we have in the comments here. Hot take: Gannon and Jimmy have a lot of similarities in their arm and career. All right. Start the snake, bench Canyon, and park the Pinto. I'm actually surprised nobody in the comments is keeping Carr. I thought there would be.
No, there was somebody. Somebody was starting Carr.
Was there? Where?
Yeah,
I missed that one.
Who started Carr?
Okay, Omar has a good take. Gannon in today's NFL, Stabler back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, I can roll with that.
Yeah, because Gannon's a today type quarterback with,
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody put was it Port?
What's up, Scotty Waddy Raider 1? I think Scotty Waddy Raider 1 is going to be joining Omar on some Couch GM shows. And then shout out to my girl, Jem the Baker. She's going to be joining us on our Raiderettes Roundtable. So we've got a few cast members in the chat here. So thank you all for supporting. We appreciate you.
Love it.
Rick says, I seen Stabler. He was awesome. But in what era for these QBs? Okay.
I mean, it's valid. It's valid. I know we don't want to get too deep, but it is valid because the stuff that Stabler did back in the day, it wouldn't roll today.
Right. Yeah, the game has totally changed. I actually kind of wish it were a little bit like before, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. And remember, really quickly, if you're watching over on Facebook and you want to join the conversation, pop over to YouTube because we can't see your comments over there. Remember, light the torch, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. You can also support the channel by becoming a member. If you want to hit the super chat button like our friend Travis there to support the show, you can do that as well. And we thank you all for watching. All right, so that's the last of that one. We'll get into some more interactive games here, but let's talk a little bit about training camp, which if you're just joining us is the drinking game alert for tonight. So we have the joint practices starting tomorrow with the 49ers. The 49ers have been in town staying at the M Resort, I think, for the past 2 weeks now. So they're in town.
Here the whole time?
I know, right? That's what I said. I was like, why are they here so long?
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
But that's what I was told by somebody I know that works there. So I'm assuming it's true. But yeah, it seemed like a long time to me as well. But what do you make of that? What are you looking forward to getting out of this joint practice and seeing?
Me personally, I'm hyped about the joint practices because I think that's when we're going to really see what some of these players can do that's not going to play in the preseason. So I think that's when Jimmy's going to get some real legit reps playing against, guys that don't necessarily know the offense and all that stuff. Because, right now I think it's tough to keep playing the same, your defense. And of course they can jump on routes. So it looks like Jimmy's kind of off and on in practice, but now you got some new guys out there. So I'm excited. I think these are more beneficial than the actual preseason games to me.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of touched on this yesterday when we were chatting on your show. I think it's definitely beneficial, but I have a difference of opinion when it comes to preseason. Yeah, like I really think it's important. Like I was saying before, I think it's, the Raiders, unfortunately, aren't a well-seasoned team like the Chiefs. They don't have the luxury of keeping their starters out and seeing who the next best thing might be and who's going to make this team, right? The Raiders haven't played together. This new team has not played together.
Yeah, a lot of new pieces.
Jimmy G hasn't taken a live snap since November of last season.
Yep.
So I kind of really want to see him in these preseason games, at least take a snap or two, a series, something where we're not seeing this team out on the field together for the very first time come week 1, and then even a tougher task in week 2. And I think Jay Jackson said it somewhere up here about, the team really needs to gel together. And I agree with that. And I think them having their players in preseason, take a few snaps will be beneficial. But to your point, I mean, I think they like if they're all playing hard, if they're all playing like Mad Max in practice, then that could be very similar to what they'll see, with the luxury of not having to worry about being hit.
Right. And that's how I see it. It's just, it's more controlled setting. You're still getting the ones versus ones. People going to be flying around. Trent Williams versus Mad Max. They're going to be going at it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it'll be good work. And plus they can do situational practice. I mean, situational sets as well. So, they can just have a red zone against each other. Like, I think that's going to be key. I don't know. It's just, but I get what you're saying though. Cause last year it felt like it was nervous trying to think what, how they're going to come out and play. Cause we haven't seen them all preseason. What the hell's Carr going to do?
Right.
So
And
no,
Carr didn't play, and Carr didn't take any snaps in preseason,
Exactly.
which I think he
Exactly.
should have. That's my opinion. And interesting enough, I read today that the Saints have decided that Carr will be taking preseason snaps.
Yeah.
So, to me, that's just that's a smart move, in my opinion. I get we don't want our quarterback getting hurt. We don't want anybody getting hurt. But at the same time, I just think it'll be beneficial. And you can't always play to getting hurt. I mean, because
That's
look
true
at Joe
too.
Burrow, right?
That's
He
true
got
too.
he got hurt, not even being touched
Yeah. No,
at
that's true.
training camp. Barely limping or like barely moving.
No, that's a good point.
So let's see what some of the chat has to say here. Immortal Frog, preseason is where position battles for the last few starters and backups are made. Yes, I get that generally, and that's why I said I wish we had that luxury. I don't think we do. Joint practice is hitting warm up for the regular season. True that. He goes on to say, I like that this stuff is willing to play and start young guys over vets, unlike our previous staff coaches. I think it's stunted development for younger players.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
And Omar says, no preseason snaps equal interceptions. Well, let's talk about that a little bit, right? Because in training camp, the day I went, I think Jimmy G had I want to say he had 2 picks.
Mm-hmm.
How many has he had total? I haven't been paying close attention, but the last I saw was 7.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's the last I saw was 7.
Okay.
But again, just like they say, it's like the defense, when you're practicing against that same offensive set and, they start jumping routes and they start kind of knowing tendencies and stuff like that. So now if we start hearing about some interceptions during these joint practices, now I'll be concerned then.
Right. That's a good point.
Oh, I say training camp, I think.
Oh, yeah. Who cares? Say it anyway. All right. We're going to get into some more training camp in just a little bit, but we are going to play another little game called
Would You Rather?
Would you rather? All right. Sorry, I pressed it again. We'll just throw it to the comments here. Tell him what's the options here for us?
Would you rather? So, would you rather have seats, sweet seats at the stadium, but you had to have Mark Davis's bowl haircut?
No hat,
but you had to just rock that all year, and women talking about you too. So, but you get suites to every game, right on the 50-yard line, everything, all drinks included. You get the whole 9, but you got to rock that Mark Davis joint. Or you can get free seats all the way up top, but you have to wear an Antonio Brown jersey. What would you guys do?
Joel says, give me the pumpkin look. Hails to the yeah. I will say this. I'll go ahead and answer. As a female, I got to pass.
Why? You don't want to rock the Marky Mark? I got to pass.
If I was a man, I would be rocking that bowl cut all season long, okay? As a female, I don't know so much.
I'm rocking the Marky Mark. I'd even rock the bald Mark Davis, either or, but I'll rock the Marky Mark.
See, I think women are gonna be like more leaning this way.
They're like, this game ain't that serious.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Jay. Come on.
Choose Jay. One. Yeah, you got it. You can't waffle in the middle, man.
Nope.
Get that haircut. Get that haircut. Let's chill in the suite, man.
I agree with Spicy. Yeah, see, I think women are gonna lean this way. If I was a dude, I would rock a bowl for a minute.
Nah,
I would.
Nah, Jim would be she would be in the suite with the cut too, man.
Have you seen some of the ladies pumpkin Mark roll with? I'm with it.
Right, I was gonna say, he still pulls some baddies with that haircut.
No, not interested in 50-yard lines. See.
So it ain't that serious.
Oh, we got her.
There we go.
I rock the ball.
There we go, Sheila.
Go,
That's what I'm talking about.
Take it easy.
There we go, Sheila. That's what I'm talking about. You
Oh,
love her Raiders. That's what I'm saying.
right? She do. I mean, listen. In the nosebleeds, that's not the bad part. I actually don't mind the nosebleeds. They have that, you can see the play develop and all that kind of stuff. But the AB jersey, man.
Okay. Let me throw something else on this.
Okay.
Not only do you wear the AB jersey, you got to go to the game with him and sit next to him.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
And listen to his rap. And listen to his rap music.
You know how much good content I would get from that? My ratings would go up.
You can't have your phone. You just got to listen to him rap.
Oh, you're just making it worse by the second now.
You got to do his little dance. How's his dance go? I forgot. I can't stand.
All right, which one you doing? You rocking the bowl, right?
Oh, I'm rocking the ball all day. Yeah. We getting it popping.
The right answer is take one for the team and invite the women repping the AB jersey into the luxury box. There you go.
That's good. That is the right answer.
I like it.
You said,
all right. Yeah, give us a call if you want to plead your case on any of these, even on the start bench cut. If you want to talk about training camp, give us a call. The number's there. In the meantime, we got one more fun game for you on this wind down Wednesday. Tougher task. Tougher task. And let's, we don't even think we need to go with asterisks here because just tougher task when they were in their prime, we'll say, right? Just tougher task.
In their prime, yes.
So tougher task comments. What do you think? Guard Tim Brown or tackle Bo Jackson?
Yeah, I'm
back to the AB gets the drinks if I sit with it. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you better get the drinks.
100.
Oh man, he would be so annoying. God, I can't stand that dude, man. There's no way I'm doing that.
By the way, just to elaborate on that, and y'all can judge me if you want, but if I'm sitting with any dude at a game, he's getting the drinks.
Especially him.
Yeah, right?
1942 triple. Okay.
All right, we've got some mixed reactions here.
Yeah.
Guard Tim Brown is the tougher task. Joel says. Leo says tackle Bo.
Yeah, tougher task is tackle
Raider
Bo.
Travis says guard Tim Brown. What do you think?
I think tackling Bo because that just sounds painful. Now you'll get your feelings hurt trying to guard Tim Brown. You'll get your ankles hurt, but you might fracture something trying to tackle Bo. I want no part.
I was just gonna say that. Listen, that's how his career was ended. He was so hard to tackle, they literally had to rip the bone out of his socket,
rip his hip out. Yeah,
rip his. I guess he kind of ripped his own hip out of the socket. I guess, but you know what I mean. They couldn't tackle it. They had to rip his hip out his socket, and that still doesn't really count as a tackle, does it?
No, yeah, because honestly, if he would have just went down on his own, which he was fighting to get more yards, it's damn, bro, you're playing the sorry ass Bengals, just go down, live another day.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I think it's a tougher task.
Yeah, for sure. But shout out to Timmy though, he was a beast, especially in his prime.
Oh, for sure. Oh, 100. No disrespect to him at all. I'm burnt either way, but I'll take Tim. Okay. Bo got hurt on a weak tackle, but nobody could guard Tim Brown in his prime.
Wasn't a weak tackle. He did it on his own, though.
Yeah.
Go ask Bosworth. Yeah, he did Bosworth dirty.
Joseph says guarding Tim Brown. So we're kind of back and forth here.
Yeah, it's about 50-50. I don't know. I just go with the pain that comes with Bo.
Yeah.
Because Bo is bigger and faster than Tim Brown. And he's going to run through you. That's a problem.
Right. Yeah, I got to go with Bo. Because really because of the fact that he was so hard to tackle, he ripped out his own hip. But much love to Tim Brown, of course, as well.
Sure.
So those are our games for the evening. We hope you enjoyed playing them with us. Those are always fun, and I love hearing all of the different opinions here. So we'll go back to a little bit more training camp talk. Raiders insight. I've heard mixed reviews on Aiden O'Connell. Tashawn and Tafur said he wasn't impressed. Heard anything new?
Yeah, I've heard mixed things on Aiden as well, but I think at the end of the day, we need to just give him time. We know that this is a tough system to learn, so I mean, let the kid kind of do his thing. We shouldn't put our expectations as if he's a 9-year vet learning the system. You know, he's a rookie, he's a kid.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I will say I kind of saw mixed performance while I was at training camp.
Mm-hmm.
I thought during warm up, he didn't look strong. He was missing a lot of his targets. And in my opinion, you shouldn't be missing your targets when there's nobody guarding anybody.
Yeah. Because they didn't have pads on then either, did they?
The day I went they did.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, the day I went was the second day in pads.
Okay.
So during warm-up, he was missing his targets. However, when they actually lined up to run some plays, he was on point.
Yeah. I guess that's what matters at the end of the day.
Totally. So, but when I first saw him missing his target, and quite often, to be honest, I was like, oh, geez, come on, man.
Really? Because some people I was talking to, they were saying that he looked pretty accurate though. But
that's the flip side. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
once they went into running plays, he was accurate.
Yeah, that's
why at first I was kind of like a little worried, and then he started running, and then he started hitting his targets, and I was like, okay, this is getting better.
Yeah.
So yeah, but to his point, Raiders insight, I had a little mixed feeling about it as well.
Yeah. No, I agree. At the end of the day, I'm not concerned about it. You know, I think because honestly, he's the whole reason why Brian Hoyer is on the team. Like Brian Hoyer is basically a paid tutor for O'Connell. So
yeah,
you know, he'll get better. I'm not tripping on that.
We've got another good question here. What are your opinion on how sheltered the Raiders are during trainer camp? At least let us see Jimmy throwing picks. Give us some content. Yeah, I know. So I would, I've been kind of keeping an eye on the training camp on the NFL Network. You know, inside, yes, the inside look, and I think every day that I've had it on, I've literally seen about 4 minutes. There was a package for the Raiders, and then there was a Mad Max interview, maybe a little bit of him mic'd up, but it was very little.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen much. So yeah, what's the reason for this?
I mean, if you think about it, Raiders have always been kind of guarded, especially like back in the Al Davis days. I mean, I don't think it's really no difference. And we know the Patriots are always like that too. The Patriots never really have too much available to the public, so it's nothing to really get concerned about. All I care about is week 1 they do their thing, so whatever happens on training camp, they just need to fix it and be ready week 1.
Fair enough. How Devontae look? Haven't heard much about Jacoby either. Feeling like the timing will come by week 3 or 4 or 3. By the way, week 3 or 4 is too late.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Week
3 or 4 is way too late. It's got to come around way sooner than that. Devontae looks great. Jacoby was out there, to be honest. He was kind of, and maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention to him, but he was kind of, for lack of a better word, like irrelevant.
Yeah.
Not saying he did bad. He just kind of was like, got lost in the shuffle a little bit.
Yeah. With me not being there, I can just go by what I heard. I listened to Hondo a lot. And for one, he said, pretty much Devontae just uncoverable. He said just every play he wins, so that's nothing. But right. I heard that Jacoby's been having a hell of a training camp. Honestly, I heard he's been like side by side with Devontae, kind of talking to him, learning, getting some tips from him. So we'll see. Yeah. I really think he's gonna surprise some people.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Yeah, we need it.
Did you get a photo or autograph of Jimmy? I did not. Okay, so the day I was there, Jimmy G was actually practicing. However, I don't know how it happened, if he's a magician or what, but out of nowhere, it went from four quarterbacks to three, and Jimmy G was no longer on the field. In a big red jersey running from, because they were mostly on the opposite end that I was in, all the way back into the facility. You would think you would see a red jersey flying by. So I don't know if he took it off or what. Anywho, I didn't see at what exactly point he went in. But with that said, he did not come over to sign on the day I was there. However, I did get Mad Max's signature on a jersey, and I did get Davante Adams' signature on a football. So I was happy with that.
Fire. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Man, Max, I mean, I've never met him, but he seems so cool, man, and down to earth.
He is so cool. He's so down to earth. And so, you know what? So are his parents.
Yeah,
like,
shout out to Vera.
They are so cool. They're like take photos with everybody. They've actually, both of them have been on my show before.
Nice.
I've interviewed both of them. They're always they're signing autographs, taking pictures. Awesome. I'm sure most of you are friends with Mrs. Crosby on Facebook.
Yeah,
she's liking everything. They're awesome. So it's no wonder he is.
Yeah, he seems definitely grounded, and I'm a big fan of him. Just from his sobriety and just how he is, man. He's a big inspiration. So I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and I like what he said today, and I can kind of relate. He says he's using his addiction for good now. So basically, because if you're an addict, like you have an addictive personality. You have an addictive personality. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yep.
So, instead of channeling it one way, now he's channeling it into be the best he can be. And I love that mentality.
Yep. Me too. And I think that, and it seems like it's starting to be infectious to the team, to his peers. It seems like, some of the younger guys, they understand it. That's the standard. The standard is being there an hour or two before practice starts. We're not coming in there right when practice starts, and we're not leaving right when practice ends. We're doing some reps afterwards. So that's just becoming the standard. I love having Max as a captain and as a leader of the team. I think this is the first year he's really fully embodied that role, because I think he's old enough now. He got the big contract, and I think he's like, this is my team. No question about it. I love it.
Is he in his fifth season?
This would be his fifth.
His fifth season, yeah. I mean, it's time. I mean, not that he hasn't done well before, but to really become that vocal leader, I feel like, with Carr leaving, it really gave some other players kind of that opening, if you will, to take on that leadership role. I know Davante Adams talked about that a little bit, not about Carr leaving, but the fact that coming in his first season last season, he didn't feel as comfortable yet. Coming in and being a leader. And now that he's been there for a season, he feels like he can take that role. So I love, Adams on one side as a leader and Mad Max on the other side as a leader. I think those are two of the best guys for the job. And I think they're doing, from what I've seen and heard, just by watching, I think they're both doing a good job at that. Yeah,
no, I agree. I think that, in the beyond, and that's why I want JJ so much, man, because he's a leader too. And not only is he like a leader, but his peers voted him to be a leader mid-season. Like, that's a dog, I know people don't want to pay him that extra few million, but that leadership, we need that, man. Like, hey, get somebody that's out there that's an extended coach on the field. I love it.
Yep. Sorry, Hefe, I don't date Chiefs fans. Nope.
Hefe, what's going on? Thank you for
coming. But thanks for always tuning in. He's been tuning in for years. It's funny, actually. Yeah, good for you guys. Yeah, they were great with autographs. Mad Max, she got one on her husband's jersey. Jay Jackson says he got 7 autographs that day.
Nice.
So yeah, they were out there. The players were coming over, and oh yeah, we heard this too. I heard this too. Myers hurt missed practice. I heard he missed 2 consecutive days, not including, I guess you can say, the 2 off days, so 4 days in total.
Yeah.
Is this something to be concerned about?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how bad it is. Hopefully it's something minor. I've heard he's been having a pretty decent camp besides getting schooled by Max, but yeah, I mean, that's Leo's boy too, so I know Leo's concerned. Oh
yeah, because the Notre Dame connect, right?
Oh yeah, he loves He was the one that was kind of helping talk me off the ledge when we got rid of Waller. He's like, dude, we're cool. We got Mike Mayer. We're good. So I'm like, okay, dude, I'm trusting you. Leo, get your boy together.
I like the swap. I think I'm happy with it. I'm with you. I'm with you, Leo. Here we go. Raiders Insight. What do you think here? Who is one offense and defensive sleeper we should look out for?
I think for me, if we're talking about everybody, I think Jakobi Meyers is going to really act up this year. Because I do think there's going to be a resurgence of Hunter Renfrow. I think he's going to have a bounce back season. He'll ball out. Everyone's going to be focusing on Tay, and Jakobi Meyers is going to eat these guys one-on-one up. He'll eat them up. So I can see Jakobi being a beast this year. Defensive sleeper. I like Trayvon. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna say Jacorian Bennett, the rookie. I'm hearing some great stuff about him. I think he's gonna ball out. He's gonna ball out. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chandler Jones.
Ooh.
Because I kind of feel like a lot of people, kind of myself included, I've written him off a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because he underperformed last season. And so I'm hoping that he really makes a comeback. And I know we don't know what's going to happen with Tyree Wilson yet and when he's going to be back. But, it never hurts for someone to give you a little fuel to that fire to step up. So, and then on offense, I'm going with you with Jakobi because I think, like you said, you got Devontae. People still really believe in Renfrow. I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
Yeah, you don't you're not a big Renfrow girl, are you?
I wouldn't say I don't like him. I just, I guess I will. Okay, actually, no, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go with Renfrow.
Oh, okay. So you think he's going to step it up?
I think he's going to step it up.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think he's going to I think he needs to step it up.
Yeah, he does. He does.
But to your point, having Jakobi, on the other side of the field of Devontae, that's definitely that's gonna help. That's gonna help if Devontae for sure.
Oh yeah. Devontae's gonna cook. He's gonna cook, but teams, especially if we don't have JJ, teams are gonna throw everything at him. They're gonna be like, anyone else can beat us except you. So if they got a triple team to do, they're gonna do it.
That's why I think it's good having Jakobi out there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he's gonna eat. Honestly,
but however, Garoppolo's not. I mean, as fast as Tay is, Garoppolo's not really known for a long ball.
Yeah, he don't need to do long balls. Pause. Yeah, he don't need to. I mean, I don't think so.
Once in a while, come on.
Well, no, I mean the thing he could I think it's just like a narrative saying that he just can't throw it. It's just. That's just not his game. He's not going to be like.
I don't think I didn't say can't. He's not known for.
Yeah, he's not known for. But I think our offense isn't known to do that anyway. So I think we'll set you up for a long ball at some point. But no, I think he'll do fine. I mean, Devontae's so fire. He's gonna get open regardless, so he don't have to always go deep. He'll 20-yard pass you to death. Honestly, you don't need to go 60 on you. He'll get.
No, I'm down with that. To me, that counts as deep. To me, that counts as deep. 5 yards.
Yeah, so
especially for the Raiders.
Right, exactly. Just move the chains. Shit.
Marcus Peters will grab some interceptions. I've said this before, and it's interesting that I don't know if everyone saw this article that Marcus Peters' dad said that he's never won one of his jerseys because he's a Raiders fan. You can't get more of an Oakland Raiders fan than that. I love it. Yeah. And like I said, there, at Rob Ben's over in Oakland is Marshawn's restaurant. They've got obviously Marshawn jersey up there, but they've got the Chiefs Peters jersey up. Now they can take it down.
Take that down.
And they can put the Raiders one up, and then we good.
Town business.
That's right. That's right. Thinking Jones plays well enough this year to have no worries about Wilson developing and fully healing. Well, that's good too. I mean, hey, that's a win.
No, I agree. Honestly, I'm with you though. I think Chandler's gonna step it up. I mean, he lost that weight because the thing last year, he just looked so slow on his feet. But then he picked it up later in the season. But I mean, he's looking good. I mean, as far as just losing like weight wise. So hopefully, he still has his moves and he kept his strength. We'll see. But I'm rooting for Chandler. It's hard to not like Chandler. Like if you ever like look at his press conferences and stuff, he seems like a real likable guy. I like him.
Hey, I'm rooting anybody in a Raiders jersey that's out there trying to win.
That is
this
true.
is going to be a very controversial topic, I think.
My goodness.
What's your record prediction? Us Raiders fans should be a bit more pessimistic. If you took a holistic view of the offseason, moving from Waller, Carr, and possibly Jacob looks like a rebuild. Well, essentially, it is a rebuild. I didn't think this at first when they got rid of Carr, but it is starting to look more like that. But with that said, and if we're looking, I don't think a realistic prediction, even if it's a losing prediction, which is what mine will be, is pessimistic, right? Mm-hmm. We're making. I mean, everyone can't be Travis. I go 17-0. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I'm trying to be a realist. And with the way the AFC is, especially the AFC West, I mean, I think I've said this plenty of times. The Raiders are really fighting for a third place spot. I don't see them finishing better than third place, and unfortunately, I do see them finishing with a losing record.
Well, so I say, I mean, definitely a good point. Like the whole pessimistic thing, I don't know. My biggest pushback on that is like, let's at least see a couple snaps like before we even judge, because like what he's saying here, moving on from Waller, Carr, and possibly Jacobs, it could be argued that we didn't downgrade from losing Carr. And I'm not saying either or. Yeah, but people who know me know where I stand there. But I love Waller, well documented. But I do have faith in the young boy, Michael Mayer. So some people will say from a long-term standpoint, we might be in a better position as far as tight ends. So I wouldn't say just losing those people will make it seem like it's a rebuild. Again, but it always goes back down to Jacobs. If we do lose Jacobs, then just throw the whole thing away. I don't care nobody say, but if we keep Jacobs and I think we have a good shot of making something happen. And I'm being long-winded, but my record prediction will be if Jacobs was there, I think we can, be 9-8, 9-8, stretch goal 10-7.
Yeah,
and that's pushing it.
That's pushing it, yeah. And on paper they should be a 12-5 team if you look at it.
Yeah.
But in reality, I think you can't finish 500 anymore. So yeah, I would kind of teeter at 8-9, somewhere in there.
No, I agree. We have to start off fast. Like I think we definitely need to beat the Broncos, and we have to beat the Steelers. So yeah. I think out of those first 3 games, we need to be 2-1.
Definitely. And the home opener against the Steelers is technically going to be a home game, but crowd wise,
oh yeah, it's going to be away. It's
going to be 75% Steelers fans, because Steelers fans travel well.
They travel, yeah.
I would even say they might travel. They definitely travel as good as the Raiders, if not better. I mean, even in Oakland, the Steelers fans turned out. Mm-hmm. So in Vegas, they're extra. It's going to be extra.
Yeah, no, I agree. I live in Ohio, and like there's more Steeler fans here than Browns and Bengals. Mm-hmm. So they're deep.
Yeah, no, it's gonna, because even like an average team like Baltimore, Chicago, in Oakland, you would see a couple of them sprinkled, but in Vegas, it was literally that half of the stadium.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You never saw that. Mm-mm. So with a team like the Steelers, where you would see it, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like.
Yeah, they definitely got that game circled on their calendar. They're going to be there with them little stupid towels.
So everyone will hate me for saying this, because I totally disagree with this. We can't let that happen. All them PSL sellers, that's me, need to sell to Raiders fans. People will hate me for saying this, but listen, it's not my responsibility to fill that stadium with Raiders fans. Mark Davis and the Raiders organization knew what they were getting into when they moved the team, and they did it because they wanted their team to be valued at more money, which it has. It's $1 billion organization now.
Spicy rant, spicy rant,
Oh,
spicy
red alert,
rant,
red
spicy
alert.
rant, spicy rant, spicy rant. Go ahead, talk your talk.
So why do I care? Why am I? Mark Davis sold out to make his $1 billion. Why can't I sell out to make my $1,000? You think
There you
I
go.
care too? I'm gonna get my $1,000 in my hand.
Talk your
I'm gonna
talk, spicy.
I'm gonna let whoever takes. I don't even know who bought this. I sold mine actually. I'm not even gonna lie. I already done sold mine. I don't know who bought them. I don't care who bought them.
Make
I
that
know
money.
the Raiders helped pay. I know on this one the Raiders have paid my mortgage, and I'm good because we all helped pay for that stadium. So I'm not mad at it. Okay, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hate the game.
Then hate Mark Davis for moving to a city where you're gonna get a bunch of people coming from all over the place.
Talk your talk.
Rant.
Rant ended. I love it. I love it. No, I feel you. I mean, you know, Mark's making all that money. You know, make that money, Mark. But that money that you're making, give it to JJ. Damn it.
There you go. Exactly.
You know, that's my thing. Like you're a billionaire now.
Tell that to Mark Davis, Leo.
Yeah, you're a billionaire now, man. You can shell out a couple extra M's for my boy. Okay, and I'm done. I'm not saying his name no more. If I say JJ again, I'll take a drink.
Okay. Yeah, you know, yeah, and I'll say that, and I stand by how I choose to use my tickets, sell my tickets, give my tickets away, or what have you.
Making money, because the thing is, and if the Raiders start winning and dominating, then you'll be less likely to probably want to sell them. You know, then the Raider fans will be there. So right now we're kind of like in limbo.
That's another thing too. Like put a good product on the field, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Put a good product on the field, and then people will be more inclined to support. I mean, we already support pretty much blindly. Blind support. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pay JJ, Westside Media says.
Okay, I'm not saying
he said it again, and then he said it one more time.
Yeah.
What's
Pay
good,
him.
man? Well, that is about our show for the evening. This is our pilot episode. So we are going to be going live doing the show every Wednesday, but we are happy to hear feedback. Next time, hopefully we'll get some callers. We'll have some new fun interactive games. It'll be interactive every week, kind of in a different way. But hey, we are open to some suggestions as well. So you can
what do you guys think of it?
In the comments.
Yeah,
leave in the comments right now, because we only want to make this better. We want you to be entertained. We want to interact with you all out there. Oh, and by the way, if you're in Vegas this weekend for the game, there's a ton of events going on. I'll be at most of, if not all of the Woodson Whiskey events. So if we see you out in the wild, make sure to say what's up. Come and join us. Come hang out. We'll be obviously at the game as well. Definitely going to be at the Woodson Whiskey event at 10 a.m. at Mandalay Bay on Sunday. It's at Rhythm and Ritz. Nice. And then we're going to walk over to the stadium for the game kind of after that event wraps up. So that'll almost kind of be like our tailgate, if you will, because I don't think there's going to be any big tailgates for the preseason game. Also, it hasn't been under 100 degrees since 2000 and late, so probably not going to be standing in the parking lot. So if you're in the area, come hang out with us, and then let us know what's good with the what you think of the show.
Definitely really appreciate everybody that came in. Shield Squad in the building. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, just let us know. Just like Daniel said, that spicy rant had them fired up. So we'll get a lot of spicy rants this year, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
We're gonna get her fired up.
Yep. So yes, and hopefully you will. Thank you all for your participation in the comments. Hopefully we'll get some callers next time. Remember, light that torch, hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to For Life Our Raiders Story if you haven't already. Subscribe to Protect the Shield if you haven't already. And we'll see y'all next time. But before we go out one way and only one way. Raiders!